Test, test, hallo. Time for a cozy programming stream. Or something like that. Okay. So the thing I'll mainly be working on for now, I guess, is some time ago there was a request that Manim should also be able to support subtitles in a easier way. And I did some preliminary work on that already, making sure that there's a usable time attribute for every scene that has some sort of relevant information in it. And what I want to do now is basically implement that. Not entirely sure about the full syntax yet. One thing I can imagine is maybe subtitles could be added to a play call. Maybe if you have some sort of simple scene, I don't know. Let's make some simple example. Simple example. Let's put it here. If you have something like, I don't know, usual stuff. Let's do the usual test example. Square to circle, which is a Manim scene. Write the construct method, and then we say we need a square, which is a Manim square. Don't really care about these things. Maybe we give it some fill color, just color. Make it a green square with fill opacity 0.5. Now if we look at the thing, let's write the command that I'll use. QMP example square to circle. Yeah, okay, green square, check, easy. I do want to change the square into a circle, and then I would like to have ideally some sort of subcaption for that. So we should create a circle, store it in a variable circle. No, do we have purple? Yeah, we do have purple. Fill opacity 0.3, doesn't really matter. Then we could take that a bit more in order like this, and then maybe we wait a little bit before we do something. Then we say, okay, now we lay the transformation from the square to the circle. And we wait again. Yeah. Now let's look how this it renders correctly. Okay, so that works. What I would like to have now is subtitles. And for those, one question is what is a suitable user interface for subtitles? So what makes the most sense? Should it be like an additional parameter that you pass to the play call, something like this? So subtitle equals this should be visible during the play. Or I think this is possible. Might be possible. Depends a little bit on whether we get the correct runtime for the play call, but I think that should be possible. Or should it be something like this, something more customizable? Add subtitle. This should be visible during the play call. Maybe there is, it might be justified to have both actually. Because it might be useful to specify the subtitle duration and stuff. So I might want to do offset -5 so that the subtitle is there 5 seconds before or starts to be there 5 seconds before this time mark. And maybe also duration would be nice actually. Oh. Sorry, I'm not entirely sure about that yet. Not really decided. The problem with if there's only the The problem if there's only this add subtitle notation, there's no option to pass it to play directly. Might be the timing. Because if I would it make sense that the subtitle has to be added before the play call? Because that's what the scene timing would say basically. So imagine there's some scene, you're at the, I don't know, 12-second mark, and then you have another play call, where you would like to have a subtitle for it. The way you would do this here is basically hmm, if you don't want to pass the timing for the subtitle yourself, you probably always have to use an offset if you add the subtitle thing after the play call. Because after the play call, the timestamp of the scene will have updated. So if you play an animation, a 2-second long animation after the 10-second time mark, the scene will think you're at 12 seconds now. And then if you say, well, if you do exactly like this, but without offset, then the subtitle will actually only be visible after the animation has played, which is probably not really that intuitive, I guess. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think the combination of both probably makes the most sense. So that there's a more versatile like add subtitle method for scene, and well, the usual thing for and an additional parameter for the play car. I think that's probably what makes the most sense. I don't want to introduce too many new parameters to the play call, but it might make sense to have also a subtitle duration and the subtitle offset for it. I mean, I could also maybe pass a dictionary. That maybe that. Maybe that. I hope that. Sort of hope that doesn't that's not too weird. Hey Daryl. Once in a lifetime you join an English stream. I'm currently thinking about subtitle implementation because that's one of the issues that I started dealing with at some point. And well, I think it would be really nice to have. No, I don't think it would be a plugin. It's conceptually it's too simple. I think, and I'm not really sure how I would implement it as a plugin actually. So what I'm currently thinking of is simply extending scene a little bit. Hey, iced coffee. I was quite surprised actually when I looked up how subtitles, how these file formats actually look like, and can we show it actually? This is basically, it's large enough to see on stream. Maybe it is. Basically, all that we need is something like this. So some sort of timestamps in the video, which is easy because the scene knows how much time has passed. And then there's the text. And in between there's one blank line, I think, maybe two, no, just one. So technically what I would like to do is simply add like some sort of attribute to the scene where all the subtitles that the user generates are stored. Probably a list, maybe a diction. Probably a list. And then, yeah, the file should be written in the end, which is also not really complicated. Not sure yet whether there should be a separate command line flag for that, or whether if there are some subtitles, whether the file should just be written, because I don't think that costs anything in terms of performance. I think it's slightly different than for the section API where we decided to have a command line flag. Yeah. And what I was saying before was, I think that both of these examples here, or both of these interface options maybe make sense. So made the thing a bit larger. Maybe that's better to see on stream now. So that we have like one sort of thing that you can directly pass to the play call. How would it work if there's an animation going on and the subtitle changes within the time? I mean, that's why I would also suggest adding this second thing here. I think this first notation where you add the subtitle to the play call is suitable for very simple things. And this the second one here, where you can fine-tune the offset and the duration, how long the subtitle should be shown. I think that makes maybe a bit more sense than for more complex things. Yeah, exactly. No, not it doesn't do anything to the scene itself or the video. It just generates one of these files here, one of these SRT files, and that's basically all it should do. Most video players should pick the existence of such a file up and then show the subtitles automatically. It's by far the easiest option to implement subtitles, I think. Don't really want to render something statically into the video. And then, I mean, if you have a simple if you start it up and maybe have some added some subtitles already in your scene, then It's also easy to edit this file by hand because it's very very literal. Yeah. So I think I'll just do that. I think I will start by implementing this add subtitle thing to the scene itself, where you can set the duration and the offset for the start. And then I'll add some syntactic sugar to the play call so that you can do this easily within one play call. So practically, if I want to use this in a simple in the simplest way I'm going to implement it now, it would probably be something like this. So something like this, and then I have a runtime duration of like 2 seconds, which should maybe match the runtime of the animation. And this could be something like what do we do? The square transforms into circle. And then that's what I would like to show from seconds 1 to 3. So what we could try actually, might make sense to try that and produce one of these SRT files ourselves, just that we see whether I can actually test this on this machine or whether I need to get VLC. Let's see. So I want from 1 second to 3 seconds. Oh, that's minutes actually, right? Yeah, that doesn't make sense. 0, 3 seconds. Okay, we have to figure out what is what here. But I think this is from 1 seconds to 3 seconds now. Almost, now it is. Now we say the circle, the square is transformed into a circle. See what happens if I do this line break here and also maybe do a second one from 4 seconds. No, that's minutes again. 4 seconds to 5. Okay, let's do 6 seconds. This is a second subtitle. If I save this now as, what did I call my scene? Square to circle .srt. Go away. And I move this to the correct place, which is probably somewhere. Media, videos, this guy. Here, move. And then if I say I want to play this guy now, just navigate. Oh, I can actually do it from here. Yeah. QuickTime has no idea what I want. Maybe there is. Maybe do I have to close it? Let's see. Don't see subtitles. Is there an option somewhere for subtitles? Subtitles. None. Better question. Does VLC know what I want? Ah, would you look at that? Okay, so that works. And the line break. No, look at the thing again. The line break is exactly where the thing is. SRT file into the video player. I can do that. Give me a moment. That works. Okay, I'm happy about that already. Let's see again if I use QuickTime and drag the thing into here. Doesn't really seem like it has an idea of what I want. I mean, I could try and Google. It did say something about subtitles here, right? Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it worked for VLC, but it didn't really for the QuickTime player that it opens by default. Which maybe is a good sign that it works for proper things. Quickly see though. Yeah, no, it wasn't. What did I want to see? Okay. macOS QuickTime. Where's my music gone? Ah, VLC probably stopped it. Okay. Is it too quiet? Do you hear actually anything? Or I don't know. I did like 1,000 things in OBS yesterday and I maybe have broken everything and you can't hear anything actually. It's just indistinguishable background noise. You don't hear any music. Okay. What happens if I make this louder actually? Do you hear something now? Um, music? Question mark. No music at all. It's actually quiet also. Really quiet. Give me a moment. I'll fix that. Oh, so I've been playing music for myself. Great. Uh, what happens now? Do you hear something now? Ah, yeah, silly me. And now let me tune it down so that it is more of a background noise. Something like that? Okay. Oh, I was thinking I was playing good music. No, it's actually DMCA free music, so it is what it is. Where was I? Ah yeah, I was googling macOS QuickTime. XRT file. Subtitle. Launch QuickTime Player, click View, then click Subtitles, then click Open. I was under the impression that I did that, but let's see. Here's the thing. No subtitle is shown. View subtitles. None. Do I have to maybe open the file? Is it that? No, it's actually grayed out. Can't open the file. I mean, this is probably not so interesting. No, it... Does it? I hate cookies. Yeah. Indeed it did. Well, thanks for reading better than I. Yeah, not gonna do any of that. Interesting. Anyhow, I can still use VLC. It's one of the few occasions where I really wonder. But it doesn't matter, I have a thing that works, so I should be happy about that. Wait, where's the thing actually? Need to open VLC again. And then I just keep it open. Yes. Yep. So this is what will stay around now. And the music should also stay. Can I play two things at the same time? No, it actually... Oh, that's annoying. I'm sure that's some Spotify setting somewhere. Or maybe it's a VLC setting. Anyhow, I actually don't need to play it. I just need to see whether the subtitles are correct. This is how it always goes when I start developing. I run into like 10,000 other things that annoy me almost more. Then I stop it at some point again. Oh. So how are you guys doing? Is there any sort of structure to this file? Yeah, I saw translations finally ready. That's really awesome. That's really, really awesome. I like that. Might actually do some German translations at some point. It's really curious to me how difficult this has been. I mean, I've been pretty quiet about your progress in the thingy channel, but it's been yeah, really weird to see how broken all the translation tools actually are. so start to coding, I will slightly change the music to something a bit calmer. Okay. Yes, the thing with the PO and POT files, all of it is a bit weird to me. But I'm really happy that there's now some sort of solution that works, I guess. And it seems that I mean, I just saw on Discord earlier, it seems that people are actually quite eager to use it, right? I think there were 2 or so, at least, people that said that they would want to join translating. So yeah, I mean, I guess if we then actually make an announcement at some point, that many more people will join. Oh wow, are at work. 25 translations already. Oh, okay. So let me see. The scene class is a huge mess, like all Manim code. There's some stuff that's more important here on the top. The construct thing is actually also here. The section API has been added here. Update, should object update. I really look forward to cleaning all of this up. It will be great. Wait until, what's that? Never seen that. There's a stop. Wait, there's a stop condition. Has wait always been implemented as a wait animation thing? Really? I thought it was animated. It was. Yeah, me neither. This happens every time I look at the source code. I find things I never knew existed. It's yeah. The library is way too big. I'm happy that everyone learns something new now. Oh my god. Ah yeah, here's the play internal stuff. That's also important. The embedding stuff, interact. More embed, because we have 2. Add sound. I think I'll edit below add sound, because wait, is this all add sound? No. Ah, this is also for interactivity, I guess. Even that is a mess. Why are these things not grouped together properly? Yeah. And these are actually, I think these are pretty good examples for things that are not so difficult to make more abstract, but will require some work. These things here, I mean, that's mouse scroll orbit controls. A model matrix multiplication. Yeah, I mean, see, these are the kind of things that are inherently baked into only being supported by OpenGL. And I think it would not be that difficult to say, I mean, if the mouse is scrolled, then we just tell the renderer to do the correct thing and not do it here in the scene. I don't think it would be that complicated to. Oh my god. Or we tell the camera to do the correct thing actually, and not do the thing for the camera here. That's what I actually want to say. Yes. Refactoring sooner rather than later is certainly a good idea. I think we'll keep. I think it will start in January probably, so that we have some more time. Because seeing that it's almost the end of the month and we didn't really get to do much of the things that actually should be done before we start. I should. It would probably make more sense to devote some development time for preparing the cleanup, but I'm lazy. I don't really want to. I think, yeah, that's the main problem. Okay, so let's see. Go away, stuff. Go away. Go away. Add sound. I think adding subtitles can live close to an add sound. Dev add subtitles. Subtitle. So what do we need to add? There's a caption. Not subtitle, subcaption. Or should it just be text, maybe? Caption or text. Let's keep it caption for now. There's a default duration. Let's keep that one, and there's a default offset at 0. Okay. What I like to do sometimes is just start writing the docstring before I do anything else, because then I have sometimes a bit of a better idea what I actually want to implement. Adds a subcaption. Adds an entry in the corresponding subcaption file. Parameters. So what are the parameters? We have caption. This is the caption text. We have duration. The duration for which the caption, the subcaption, is shown. Then this should actually also be subcaption text. And then maybe this is actually text and not caption. Then we have the duration, then we have offset. Offset duration. Let's I want to add self.subcaptions.append a thing, namely a dictionary, which consists of exactly the things that we have here, but with start and with end time specified already, so that the processing is a bit easier afterwards. So this means that we add start probably okay, and this is now actually self.render.time plus the offset, and the end thing is self-renderer time plus offset plus the duration. Easy. And now let's reformat this a little bit so that Black can then, after committing, shout at me again. I will definitely be unhappy about this. Do I need anything else for the format? Let's check again. This thing can be generated sequentially. This I have. And this I don't really care. This is the text I also have. Okay, so this is all, everything I need. So it's basically some syntactic sugar around this self-subcaptions attribute. Should maybe make the attribute private or mark it as private at least. I think we do that way too little anyway. Let's do that. Okay. And now all that we need to do is go to the file writer and see whether the scene has a non-empty subcaptions thingy, and if it does, then we write the subcaptions file in the correct way. That's actually maybe more work. Oh, there's add sound again here. Maybe I can just put my code here again. What does this actually do? Oh yeah, it adds the file. It adds the thing to the file writer actually. The work for add sound actually happens here. So I need the scene. Maybe the subcaptions should actually live in the file writer and not in the scene, because the file writer needs to access them. No, but semantically, I think it belongs to the scene, so it should be there. The question is, how does anything work? Oh dear lord, the rendering code, I hate it. Does anything here access the scene? Or should the file actually just be written by the scene? I don't want to do that. The file writer knows the locations of all the files actually. I would like to use that. Yeah, okay, that's it again. So the section API introduces the scenes, the sections here in the scene file writer. So is this actually what happens also here? I reviewed the code at some point, but yeah, let's just set it delegates everything to the file writer. Question is, what is? It has to be that way. I'll fetch some tea. Be right back. back. I still don't have a good idea how to resolve. Ooh, spam. Wait. Goodbye. I still don't have a good idea how to resolve. That happens sometimes. I can remember when I was giving my lectures, when I was lecturing last year via Twitch for a while, that I had people like come into my stream all the time. I just hope that the students didn't try to make a joke, because otherwise they are now banned from this channel. So I still don't have a good idea how to resolve the problem with. I actually want that the scene knows the subcaptions, but the file writer has to, well, write the file. But I remembered something completely different, namely that I probably fixed the audio thing in the wrong way. Bear with me for a moment. If someone is still here, Daryl, you just said you're here, so maybe you can tell me if you hear music in a moment. If I'm right, then you shouldn't hear music now, right? Iced Coffee, there was an advertisement for becoming famous in chat. I can't change. I can't change any settings. Is there music now? Not, right? There's no music playing right now. Okay, I can't change the settings midstream, so I fix it now in the same wrong way that I had before, and then later fix it properly. Okay. Now there should be music again. Okay. Okay, so what I need to find out now is where is exactly the place where the file writer interacts with the renderer, because the renderer apparently is known to the file writer, but not the scene, inconveniently. And then we will have to... Okay, basically this boils down to, if I don't want to change everything and start restructuring right now, then I'll just have to add the... Then I'll just have to add the subcaptions into the renderer, or to the file writer at least, which annoys me and I don't like it, but I don't really see a way around that right now. can remember there's some sort of cleanup or finish. Yes, finish. This is it. And here, so image is ready. Oh, that's fine. Here I do want to add the subcaption thingy. So we'll probably add a new method for that to keep the finish method clean. Scene. This annoys me, but whatever. So this means the subcaptions are not added to the scene, but they're actually added to the scene file writer. Self subcaptions. But I think I can make it private again. Or just leave it like that because it's not really important anyways. This is a dictionary of things, a list of dictionaries. Mapping. I don't want to be that concrete actually. I'll just say list of dict, probably that works. Equals empty list in the beginning. And then in scene we'll have, where is it? Where did I start? Add subcaption. We don't add it to self subcaptions, but we add it to self.renderer dot subcaptions. Self renderer file writer dot subcaptions. Is it there? Whatever. Doesn't know what the file writer is. Okay, so we append this stuff. Self subcaptions is here. Okay, and then we go to the subcaption file writing. And this can basically be something like if self.subcaptions write SRT file or write subcaption file. All of this is animation related, so I don't really want to add code there, but maybe I can add it somewhere down here. Movie. Clean cache. And now I'm here and I've forgotten how I've named the file. Write subcaption file. Was it that? We'll see, I guess. Write subcaption file. Okay, and now this should be actually quite easy, because all that we need to do is prepare a string, or we can actually just we know the file path at this point. When does print file ready message? When is that called? Would be pretty much the last thing that the renderer does. Yeah, so this is after combine to movie. Combine to movie. Okay, so this happens afterwards, which means that the config entry already contains the correct file name. So we can access the file, we can access the output file name with this config option, yeah, config output file. Which is convenient to, because then we can use that and simply replace the extension by SRT and then save that. At least that's how I imagine it. Okay. So what do? We get the file name, which is config.output file. It would be good to know what this thing is right now, but I think it's just a string. So what I would like to do is take the path of this thing, and then I can somehow replace the extension. Path is from pathlib, right? Yes. Pathlib replace extension. Split ext. Oh, as path. No. Pathlib certainly. So somehow. Path. And then I do rename. Okay, let's see if that works. With suffix. Ah, okay. So what happens if I just do path.with suffix? Let's see. Sub caption file. With suffix. Return a new path with the file suffix changed. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. I think. And the suffix should be RST. No, not RST. That's a docstring. What was it? SRT. SRT. Do I need to put the dot or no? This guy has the dot, so maybe let's put it. And now so caption file equals this guy, and now with opens caption file for writing, we do our thing, namely for every entry in the subcaption in subcaptions, should maybe do something like this, sf. We I do write and then add the multi-line string. How do I do write lines? Write lines is, I think, might be better. And now I can put an give an iterable. I think this is how it works. Maybe we actually do an index in enumerate so that we get the number as well. And then we say, okay, we put the index, that's the first line that should be written. Then what's the next? That's the timestamps, I think. Yes. So we put the timestamps. They have to be formatted correctly. Let's see what I think F strings might be able to do it actually. But for the moment, let's get subcaption. What's it called? I've forgotten. Start, I think. And then to subcaption end. So this is already relative to the scene, should be okay. Let's format this a little nicer. So this is the first thing, this is the second thing that has to be written. Then next thing is actually the caption itself. So subcaption text. Forget the commas. And then we need one blank line. I have no idea whether this does what I think it does, but maybe it does. Let's see. It work already. Maybe I should also log something. Log info subcaption file has been written. Why not give the name as well? Okay. So if we go back to our example now. There are way too many things open. Let's close some tabs. Don't save, I don't care. these are some things that I'm interested in, at least. Okay, and now if I say something like this and run this scene. Square to circle object is no attribute, add subtitle. Oh yeah, because it's called add subcaption. Right argument must be string, not int. Yeah, okay, that's also on me. Because I need to pass a string here. Woohoo! So this is here. I do want to see this file though now. Yeah, that's perfect. Lovely. I thought write lines would do the right thing and write several lines with line breaks in between. Question on Discord. In your terminal it is showing that you're still using version 11. Yeah, that's this old poetry bug. I don't know. I thought also that we had that, but well, happens. I got tea earlier. Let me just pour some. Yeah, I mean it's possible that it's just around because I didn't recreate my poetry environment and that something is still cached weirdly. I can't remember whether there was actually something that needed to be done in order for this thing to be fixed. I can't remember. I'm very lazy about updating my virtual environment. So where was I? Yeah. Write lines does not do what I want. I'm sure it can be convinced to do what I want though. Let's quickly look into it. Python write lines. New line. This is actually a pretty common problem for newcomers to Python. Thank you. Can't I just say, do I really have... Yes, I feel very new to Python right now. Write a sequence of strings to the file. The sequence can be any iterable object producing strings. There is no return value. The name is included to my read line. Write lines does not add line separators. There's nothing. But I really have to do this manually. That's so weird. That's actually really, really weird. I mean, I can rewrite this as write index, and then I think it would do the correct thing. Let's see. This guy. And we write text. And then we write the thing. An additional new line. Ah, that's a good question actually. Does this do not what I want, or is this also wrong? Stay tuned. And I have to remove this dot here because my terminal is stupid. Yeah, shut up. No, this also doesn't do the correct. So I really have to add the line endings myself. How weird is that? I hate it. I should just close the preview. Or not render the preview. Yeah, now this does what I want. Almost. I still need to format the seconds properly. You should also try with some more things in the example. Square, shift, up, runtime is 2, and then we get subcaption going up. Use a list and join with \n. Yeah, that would also work. I don't like any of that, to be quite honest. I thought that write lines would write multiple lines as it is indicated by its name, but obviously it's not doing that. But yeah, it's great to see that newcomers like myself happen to run into issues like that. Let me remove the preview flag. This thing doesn't open always. Okay. So index 0 from 1 seconds to 3 seconds, square transforms to a circle, and then second thing, one new line in between, from 3 to 5 seconds going up. Okay, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good, except for the formatting of the timestamps. Let's see. I usually get surprised how powerful f-string formatting is, so maybe this is something that can do automatically. Maybe at the time. No, no, no. Yes. So if I put this into a date time thing, then it should do the right thing, maybe. We can try. Because I don't think if I, what was it, year, month, day, I don't need all of that. Hour, minute. So if I do something like this, how's the format exactly? Yes, okay. So the colon, and then we put hour, minute, seconds. I think that might be a small s. I'll see. If I do something like this, then it might complain. Yes. There's no string or something like that, though, yeah. So what we're going to do is we will wrap this thing, the start and the end time, as datetime objects. Ah, it's already imported, nice. Start equals date time. Maybe. Wait. Let's try. Date time dot date time second is equals something. Yeah, okay, I don't want that. What's the time delta? You just need to use a time instead of a date time. I mean, maybe that makes actually sense. Maybe. What can I do with time? There's this string format time, but I do want to set my own. I don't want to interact with the clock actually. Just looked at this. Didn't I try daytime time delta? And now it works. Maybe I just wrote second earlier. Okay, and now what? If this is my... Oops. If this is T and I format this as a F string, T with hours, minutes, seconds. Unsupported format string passed to daytime time delta. Okay, now it starts to be annoying. Daytime format. Done. Why is this so annoying? So I really have to do it myself. Yeah. Or I just don't care. Oh my god. Why is this so annoying? Okay, and then I can't specify floats. Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, okay, that's really annoying. Wow. Oh, but wait. Datetime. No, wait. I have this time delta already. I can, I think, do something with that. Date time. What if I... Oh, it doesn't let me. What can I do with that? Can I get the minutes? I can get seconds. I cannot get minutes. This cannot be, this literally cannot be that difficult. Wait, what happens if I do? Oh! I just take the string of a time delta and that does the correct thing apparently. Is this the correct format for the SRT file? This might want commas instead of dots, but we will see. Yeah, I think I just used this, maybe. Let's see. So the start is now time date time delta seconds, and they are caption start and end. Delta seconds subcaption end, and then we replace this here and start. Okay. What you gonna do now with that? Let's see. Oh, this doesn't look so bad. The question is whether VLC can do something with that already. Let's check. I mean, this seems fine. Neat. Very nice, actually. So what I would like to test now also is what happens if I have a fractional duration. Okay, now there we have the dot now. What does VLC think about the dot? Ah, maybe that didn't work correctly. I'm not sure. Let me do something that might be a bit more noticeable. What happens if I edit this to like 3.5? This means the thing should only be visible for a very short moment. This doesn't look like a very short moment. It starts at second 3, but it lasts much longer. And what if I replace this by the comma? Going up. Oh, wait, but the comma also didn't work. No, wait, what? Did it not just change this? I'm really confused. Also, I heard a sound, so I think that was a follow. Thanks for following. I can't see. I'm actually really, really unprepared. I don't have an activity thing open somewhere. I should maybe. And I should also maybe turn the thing back on, the music. It's annoying that VLC stops the music. Maybe this can be changed somewhere. No, let me rephrase that. I'm sure this can be changed somewhere. Now it works. Sorry, I have too many windows open. Where is the thing? This is the... Okay, cozy again. So I changed this to 3.5 seconds, comma actually, and I saved the file, and then I maybe close VLC because not that some sort of weird caching effect is here, and then let's open the file again. Here. Goodbye music once again, sorry. So sub caption is here. Yeah, that doesn't seem right. Is it because there are too many zeros maybe? Because that would be annoying. Oh, it is. It's the number of zeros. Okay. Okay. I hate that Python makes me do this. Now I have to edit this manually. Don't really want to. But well, maybe there's a way to make this at least a bit nicer. Music. So what do we need to do? We need to bring this into a format that looks like this. And we have the wrong format, unfortunately. What is generated looks like... you can't see because I'm sitting in front of my terminal. That's bad, sorry. Date time delta seconds equals 10.0. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to parse the string. We need to find where there's a comma already in there, and if there is, let's call this T2. Let me actually do something about that. So if there is a comma in there, then we need to not throw away, trim this to the correct number of positions. Oh, this is going to be ugly. But I don't see a better way right now. Oh well. It is how it is. So, let's make strings out of it. So start and end are not the corresponding strings. Stamp in, start, end. I want if there is a dot in the stamp, the timestamp, then we need to do actual work. Otherwise, there's no dot in there, so we can simply add a comma with 3 zeros to the timestamp. If there's a dot in there, why don't you use subcaption parsing library? Is there a subcaption parsing library? Something small that could be added? Hello, Deitmar. Oh, wait. No, wait. Nightbot, wait. How can I... You see, this is a very professional stream. I absolutely know how to allow you post links. Let me check out SRT. Thanks for the hint. Didn't think of that. No, it really doesn't. And I could actually, if I were prepared, I could have looked into how to change that. Give me a moment. Yes. there are some sort of default commands, and I think one of them is some sort of allow. Let me see. Oops. Yeah, okay, that's literally where I am right now. Thank you. Links. How can I? The filters command. So yeah, where is that? Where is that? Learning something new every day. Filters. Yes. I just tried. I thought it might be that. Permit. Then your username. Can you try again if you're still here to post a link? Sorry, this is quite experimental right now. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, lovely. People are getting timed out by the bot. I should maybe look into that. I don't think links are that bad, right? And just disable. Links. I'll disable the filter for links right now. So everyone should be able to post links for now. No, it's not, but I mean. Yeah, me too, actually, but I have like I have like 5 viewers, so people should be allowed to post links. It's not like the Wild West in here. So SRT. So I can parse one. Oh yeah, that actually does not surprise me. There's time deltas and stuff. So I can add subtitles using this thing here. Actually, this is a much nicer solution than doing anything else by hand. And then the compose command uses. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. It's better. I think another dependency is fine. Why not? Why shouldn't we add a new dependency? Okay, one thing installed. We remove all of that because that's really ugly. And also all of this is really ugly. Now I need to figure out how things work with this library, but I think it should not be that complicated. In scene, we will now import. Actually, we can let's do it at the top, it's fine. could not be accessed. Should be resolved in a moment. And then where we add the new subcaption, we probably just add a proper subcaption, right? Let's see, srt dot. It's not called like that. srt.subtitle. Maybe I should open the documentation for it. Yeah. Index. So I need to know how many subtitles we already have, but okay, that be a problem. Start and content proprietary. And the start and end times are already time deltas. Okay, I can live with that. So let's see. Do we have date time here? Not yet. Maybe. Oh. And now we add index equals self renderer file writer sub captions. Just take the length of this guy. Then still a thing. Start and end, just like I called them, and content is the text. Okay. So content equals text. And let's actually not call it text, but let's also call it content. Content. Then start is date time delta of seconds equals self render time plus offset. End is the same thing. Seconds is self renderer time offset plus duration. And then we add this subtitle equals self renderer file writer subcaptions append subtitle. Lovely. And now we can also change here the signature of self subcaptions, because now this is a list of srt.subtitle. Okay. This we actually don't need. I do think it, but it did install SRT. performance needs to update. Okay, and now so the SR, there was this method. Let's check it out again. srt.compose. And this, an iterator of subtitle objects to string of joint SRT blocks. Yeah, okay. All I need to do is now f.write srt.compose self subcaptions. Okay. See whether it works. Something happened. Let's look at the file. Yeah, perfect. That looks exactly like I wanted to. Is it maybe even not... Is it not even necessary to add the index here? Let's see. Okay, needs the index. Okay, and we have the subcaption file. And now let's see whether it also works properly, but I think it will. Goodbye music. So let's see. The square transforms into circle. Okay, and for a very short moment there should be the going up thing. Did maybe use the old thing. Try and open it again. Okay, I mean this is like half a second, right? Looks okay. So it starts here at 3. Oh, but it's still visible when the clock shows 4. Let me see. Oh, because this is 1.5 seconds. I didn't change it to... Yeah, okay, that's on me. That's on me. Okay. Yeah, okay, perfect. So this works like a charm. Where's the music? Here's the music. All right, so more T, and then I think we might even add the convenience functions for the play call like discussed before. And then maybe we are happy. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of happy already. But the convenience function for the play call is probably also not that complicated to write. Let's see. Play just call self renderer play. So we know the runtime of the animation because we can look at it before the renderer starts playing and after the renderer starts playing. Which means I could do something like this. Start time was self renderer time. Then the renderer plays, and then we say runtime was self renderer time. Was self renderer time minus start time. And then basically all the arguments and keyword arguments are taught here, but maybe this is not so bad. I can simply fetch those ones that I'm interested in. So I can get subcaption equals none. And then I probably introduce also subcaption offset and subcaption duration none and subcaption offset none. Let's see whether people will like that. Probably not, but let's see. Okay, and then we call self add subcaption with these parameters. Content equals subcaption. Or should we just... No, the index is annoying. Want that. Content is subcaption. Then the subcaption... We have to do this a bit more carefully. If subcaption. Then we add a subcaption with the specified content. The subcaption duration in this case is the runtime. If not subcaption duration, then the subcaption duration is the runtime. Let's actually not do it like this. Let's do it. Subcaption duration is none. Oh, hi Daniel. Subcaption duration equals runtime. No, I don't change to assembler. Thank you. Subcaption duration is runtime. And the offset is but the offset I think the offset can be 0. Yeah, no. I mean, this is already surprisingly ugly. Doesn't have to be assembler ugly. Content is subcaption. Then the start is the current. Wait, what's my signature? Duration and offset. Oh. Okay, so my duration needs to be the subcaption duration, and the start time we need to shift back. So the offset is actually minus the runtime plus the offset plus the subcaption offset. Okay, I hate pretty much all about this, but I think it works. Let's make it. Let's format it properly. That's it. Okay. Lovely. Let's see if it works. So instead of doing this, I now add a play call with runtime equals 2 and I could check for. Oh, that's bad. Don't want that. Subcaption. This is a transformation. Okay, so what would we expect? We need the subcaption file should have 2 entries. One of them going from 1 second to 3 seconds with this title here, and the other should be the same as before. 1 second to 3 seconds. This is a transformation. Okay, so that works. Nice. How should we document this? This is the better question, maybe. I did not want to write the doc string for the play call. Play an animation in this scene. See also wait, I need to check how this is actually properly formatted, but it's just this. And then no, actually. Let's do it. Parameters. I don't want to, but I should. Animations to be played. Subcaption. The content of the subcaption should be visible during the animation. Should be added. Maybe I also write external subcaption. And we have subcaption duration. The duration for which the specified subcaption is added. If none, the default, the runtime of the animation is taken. Subcaption offset. An offset in seconds for the start time of the edit subcaption. Then there are other keyword arguments. Yeah, now this is the problem is that we have different renderers, and I should probably link to both of them, but for the OpenGL renderer there is no documentation rendered, which means that would be a dead link. Or other keywords are passed to the renderer, which is not great for users, but well. We have some documentation, should be fine. Okay, so we have an okay interface, I guess, from the play call. We have the method itself. I should add a test file, and I should add a test for all of this. We have a test scene somewhere. Doesn't seem so. Surprises me actually. Where's tests? Oh, here. I get really angry if this is not sorted correctly. Test scene. But this does exist already? Oh, I looked at graphically the tests. Ah, here it is. Yeah. That's better. Ah, yeah, I can remember. I added this test recently, right? This was me. This is me. Yeah. A month ago. Test subcaption with temp config. Try run. What happens if I Go and dry run. That's a good question, actually. Scene. Scene. Scene.add subcaption. Testing at the subcaption. Duration equals 1. I said it explicitly, and offset equals 0. I also said that explicitly. Then we play another one. We just wait, and then we also scene.play a wait animation. Runtime equals 2. Subcaption equals testing play scene dot play subcaption interface. Subcaption duration equals 1.5 seconds. And what else? The offset should maybe. No, I mean, probably makes sense to test the offset. Subcaption offset equals 0.5. So, and now we should at least be able to check that the file writer has the correct things attached. Oh, if the file writer is not different for these tests. Let's see. Scene.assert caption. Subcaptions equals scene.renderer.filewriter.subcaptions. Assert length of subcaptions should be 2. The first one, I actually don't know what I can check for those. Let's see. srt.subtitle, I think it was called. Index equals 0. Start equals time delta. Oh, I have to import all of this. No, I'm too lazy. I'll just try. Dot start equals wait, I can just try and then see what happens. Is something, and then we also assert subcaptions. The first one is something, and then we just run the test and see how happy he is or how unhappy he is. PyTest tests test scene test sub caption. Okay. Can probably also just import datetime. Then here I can say maybe don't do string comparisons. Subcaptions of 1 of 0. So the first one dot start. This should be date time delta seconds equals 0. And then we copy this and do a few comparisons of that sort. The end should be seconds equals 1. The content, that actually should be a string, should be testing add subcaption captions 1 start equals date time delta seconds equals the runtime is 1.5 seconds, the offset is 0.5 seconds, so I would guess that this is, can I just say 1.5? Maybe this is okay, let's see. And then the end is 3 at 3 seconds. And let's also do the content. Oops. Content equals testing scene play subcaption interface. Go PyTest. So all of you who have been watching have now been collecting beans. I have channel points now. What should I do with those? There should be fun rewards. And I actually should do stuff like predictions maybe. That would be fun for the 2 people watching. True. Highlight message. So that I don't miss your message. Or do you mean you want to do the predictions? Oh yeah. Oh, the test passed. Great. So actually this works. Now we have implemented the new thing. added a test for it, and I guess it's time. It's also documented somehow, I think. Did we add documentation? Not here, but that's okay. That's not really user facing. That shouldn't exist. We added some documentation here, and there should be a little bit of documentation here as well. Maybe I add an example here as well. Examples. Here is an example for this example. Adds a subtitle for the transformation. Well, that's not really, but anyhow. Class sub caption example. Scene def construct self square circle equals circle self dot play. Actually I want to add the subtitle manually, the subcaption manually. Self dot add subcaption low square duration equals 1. No offset, it's fine. And then we do self.play. Create square. And self dot. So that's the first option. This example illustrates both possibilities for adding subcaptions to animations. Ever came across the Austrian cooking YouTube channel Kein Stress Kochen? Nein. Not yet. Is it good? There was a time where I watched quite a lot of cooking on YouTube. I watched a lot of Bon Appetit, but then I stopped. It was fun to watch for a while. Let's comment this maybe here actually. First option. Via the add subcaption method. Second option. Within the play call. Self play. Transform. I like the style that you have a Manim made the Discord channel like now. Oh, really? I have to check that out. I like when people use Manim for stuff. Always makes me happy to see. We transform the square into a circle. And we say subcaption equals square transforms. Thanks for the recommendation. I will check it out. Okay, so we have this thing. Let's look at how it. We don't need anything for it. So actually, I just should. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. It's sometimes it's surprising. People use Manim for all kinds of stuff. We've actually seen for the creation of animated logos. I think we have seen it in from time to time. Not the first time that I've heard of it. I mean, the first time that I've heard of the Austrian cooking, kein Stress kochen, but there have been occasions before on our Discord server where people were asking very logo-specific things. It's sort of unfortunate that Manim's support for SVG files is still not really very good. I mean, it's much better than it used to be, but it would be very nice if you could just take your SVG file, load it into Manim, and then start animating it nicely. Still a bit to go, I think. Yeah, let's look at how this renders. Something like this. Yeah, I feel that whenever you really try to do something with Manim, you discover pretty soon. If it's not really very, very elementary, you discover very soon that there's weird behavior, there's inconsistencies. It's really annoying. It's probably the number one reason why I haven't created more Manim content yet. Because whenever I try to and sit down to do something, I usually run into issues that I think, well, this should be fixed, and then I start doing stuff like this. Let's do something fun. Let's I want to try something. I'm mostly curious myself and don't feel obliged to participate, but I do want to start a prediction. Mostly to learn how it actually works. Will the documentation page render correctly? Yep. Nope. Give you like 2 minutes to. Oh, that's fun. So I've started the prediction. I will quickly leave. Don't feel obliged to actually participate. I am curious whether the documentation will look correctly or not. And yeah, when I get back, we will see. Ooh. Exciting. So let's look at the documentation and then we can see. Who won. Doubters or believers. Where is it? No. Build. HTML. Let's just go for index. Okay, it should be in the reference manual for scenes. Scene, it should be right here. So there is some documentation for the play call now, which it would be better if everything were documented, but I'm not going to. This looks okay to me. And then we look at the other thing. What was it? Add subcaption. Oh, does it now add the return type automatically? Do we not need to do that anymore? That's nice. Okay, but this also looks okay. I think this goes to the believers. Yeah, I think that's fine. So how does resolving a prediction work? Prediction. Choose outcome. I think this is yep. Nice. Thanks for participating. This was fun. I think I should do this more often. But I don't think any channel points really. Yes. Nothing changed. Actually, in a lot of countries, it's not betting with channel points really doesn't work so well. In Sweden, for example, where I currently am, we cannot bet with points. It surprised me partially that I'm actually allowed to open the bet. But whenever we participate in bets like that, we can only choose the outcome so that we get displayed as believers or doubters, and then in the end, we don't get anything if we are right or if we are wrong. We just get the symbol next to the name in the chat. Anyhow, yeah, I think this is pretty much ready. Do you think anything else should be added, or did I miss something? Any comments? I think this works. Maybe it would be nice to check that the subcaption file is actually generated in the correct place, but let's see, does it generate a file? No, it shouldn't. Well, I mean, then it seems that we're done here. More or less happy with this. I think YouTube accepts these subcaption files, yes. Let me see. Oh my god, this is tiny. I mean, I could probably leak some stuff. Let's see. If I start uploading a new file. Ah, no, yeah, okay, that's a bit too annoying right now. I don't do that, but I think it's possible to upload these SRT files directly to YouTube. I can certainly remember there was an edit button recently for these sub captions when I uploaded the latest video I did, and there it worked well, I think. Yeah, I think I'll push this. Maybe this should be not capitalized, and this is okay. Ugh. Okay, let's clean up. So what did we do? We added SRT as a new dependency. Stage. This changed the log file, but only a little bit. Actually, really one of the tiniest changes in the log file I've ever seen, I think. Oh wait, where am I? I'm still on main. That's not good. Git checkout -b add captions. Added new dependency for subcaption parsing library. Okay, one thing. Then what else did we do? We have added the implementation itself. I think I'll just commit it as one. It's here and here. Did I do anything else in these files? No, I don't think. It's just SRT. It's the subcaptions. Subcaptions. That's the method. It's also fine. Datetime and SRT both are used. That's fine. Slight change of implementation for the play call. See if people are happy with that. And add subcaption. Also happy with that. Added implementation for subcaptions. And added test. Added test subcaptions. Hey. Subcaptions. On you go. Then we create a new pull request. Added basic support for adding subcaptions via method .scene.add subcaption. Okay, what can I ignore? This is this adds basic new method add subcaption scene.add subcaption, also new keyword arguments. Should maybe make this a bit larger so that it's better on stream. I don't know. I guess that's fine. New keyword arguments, subcaption, subcaption duration, subcaption offset for scene.play. If a user writes any subcaptions in a scene via, this is maybe also something that goes here, via the newly introduced methods or keyword arguments, .srt file is written containing these subcaptions. Great. This we will have to do in a moment, as soon as we know the number. I'll edit it then. We see. This we can delete. This we leave. Okay. Labels, new feature. And there was some issue, I think, that referenced this. No. I'm sure I don't remember wrong. Subtitle timings, yes, this is it, 9:10. Should be moved up. Great. What's the number? 2314. Documentation of scene is here. 2314, this is the link. 2314. I could probably also just put the full link, although it's not here yet. Scene. Maybe I go to one of the other pull requests. Oh, of course. Something has been fixed already automatically. Reference menu. Scenes. Scene. Copy this. I will put it here. To replace the number with 20. What did I say? 2314? So what was the bot unhappy about? I don't understand that change really, but okay. Anyhow, whatever. Okay, if he thinks that's better. Okay, one space thing. Lines, line endings, whatever. Yeah, okay. That's the usual stuff I do wrong. Okay. Nice. New feature. What? It already failed again? What are you unhappy about? Oh, okay. Well, that's actually on me. Scene 1320. Oop. Okay. Small typo. Everything is okay. Scene. Fix typo. Push. We can do it, I believe. Is pre-commit happy now? Could do a bet. Should I do a prediction again for pre-commit? Why not? Let's see. Is pre-commit. Now happy. Yep. Green check mark. Nope. Failed again. Oh, I think this is only a very short prediction, sorry. Maybe nobody's here anyways. Ah. So many channel points. There needs to be more strategic betting. Okay, is the prediction over already? I think it is, right? What happens now if it's not happy? 100% of you said you would be happy. Okay. Fuck you. I mean, probably that was not such a great prediction because you could just go to the website yourself and check if you're fast enough. But well, congratulations, everyone, on winning your beans back. All right. I don't wait for the remaining tests to pass because that takes a long time usually. If there's no one who bets against it, then yeah, you just get your points back. We would need people that bet on that choose the other outcome as well. It definitely is a scam, yes. But usually it takes me a few attempts to make pre-commit happy, and this is sort of fast this time. I could actually install the pre-commit hook locally on my machine and not worry about the pipeline failing every time, but I don't know. I don't want to. I want to see the ridiculous things that pre-commit changes every time. Indeed. Okay, so our usual testing pipeline is now working, I guess. Yeah, this one. The Ubuntu ones are usually quite fast, somewhat fast at least. Already installing, that's good. macOS is extremely slow. It's still doing Cairo stuff, doesn't really matter. And Windows is, I don't know, I don't really care. Also installing already, so yeah, I guess that's good. I could look at other PRs for a little while. Or actually start doing the school living exam because I don't want to stream forever today. Although it's fun. I might do that more often. Your PR? Which one? The translation thingy. Yeah. I'm actually supposed to work here. Yeah. Of course. Makes sense. Sure. I can look at that. Wait, is there... Let me see. Nationalization. Thank you for your interest in localizing Manim. Please read the instructions below to get started. You are encouraged, but not required, to join our Discord server. Yeah, that makes sense. And that links to Manim community Discord. Yes, perfect. You will first need to create an account for our project. Go to our project homepage. That's translate Manim community. Perfect. And click the sign up button. So that works as well, right? Nice. That's here. Follow instructions. After creating an account, you should return back to our homepage. Click the Manim project for to contribute translations for the main library. Yes. To ensure that our translations have good quality, we use crowdsourcing and voting to approve good translations and reject bad ones. The current threshold for a translation is being accepted is 3 votes. To make changes, we gauge the interest of activity in the community and the quality of translations. Vote on translations. First click on the language you would like to help with, then click the Translate All button. You should then enter the translation editor. Next to the search bar, you will see a funnel-like icon. Click it and select the Need to be voted option to see translations. With the plus and minus icons for good and poor translations, respectively. Follow the steps above. Instead of clicking translate all, Crowdin's on-screen tutorial should guide you through the process, right? Translation guidelines in general follow the conventions for technical writing our target language. You may want to refer to similar high-quality sources for guidance. Note that code blocks, code literals, names, and pseudonyms should be left unchanged. Yes, that's good. For certain languages with a significant number of speakers within the Manim community, an additional step of proofreading is used after crowdsourcing to further ensure the quality of translations. Proofreaders are trusted community members who look over and give final approval. Would like to be a proofreader, please email. Ah, there's an email now. Very good. With the answers to the following questions. What's your Crowdin username, Discord username, GitHub username? List the languages you speak. What languages are you applying to be a proofreader for? If yes, give us more details. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. Maybe this is a text describing how to discuss translation controversies in one language, like we had for English terms. I mean, I'm not sure we need that technically, if there's voting after all. I don't know. I can see that translations discussions might make sense, but then again, it's probably this discussion should happen in the language specific channels, right? Because if there are many people translating, then I can see that the channel might be crowded very quickly. Let's yeah. For non-language specific, so something that might be of general interest for across all translations, I can see that a Discord channel makes sense for that. I don't know. Should we? Translation guidelines. Do you think it makes sense to add like one, if we add a translation discussion channel to Discord, do you think it makes sense that we add like a one paragraph stating that in case of any non-language related questions about translations, here is a Discord channel, or should we just not do that and people will find their way anyways? Yes. That makes sense. That does make sense. Isn't there also an option to start discussions directly in Crowdin? I think I've seen that. Yeah, then let's go with that. I think that makes more sense. If there's really something, I'm sure that if someone has questions, they will find their way to us somehow. But I think this is fine. I think this is fine for now. We can see how the process goes, and if there are many non-language specific questions about the process, about it. If so, we might want adding a corresponding Discord channel might make sense, but I also think that these sort of discussions are probably better kept on crowding. Thank you for your work. Great. How's our thing doing? Yeah, indeed. It's unfortunate that this was such a bumpy ride till here, but fingers crossed. Fingers crossed indeed. Okay, so the Ubuntu tests actually passed already, which gives me some hope for the other OSs as well. Nice. So I can also leave that for now. Yeah, I think yeah, the translate that was actually it was really stupid how much work that cost. I mean, certainly it didn't help that we it's impossible to find someone specific in software and game development. Yeah, I think the the category is a bit it's quite niche probably in general. But I was actually thinking about switching to science and technology now. I do still want to do the last few examples in this one Matura that I promised to do last time, and I should probably do that because I am also getting hungry, and if I'm hungry then I do numbers not very well anymore, or generally Matura. But yeah, about the translation stuff, I'm very happy actually that this is nearing its end, it seems. Yeah, so I think this concludes the Manim part of this stream. I'll switch category. I'll also switch language, because I could technically do the school leaving exam in English, but it doesn't make as much sense. And the unfortunate thing is my main audience for these kind of things is not really Twitch, but it's rather YouTube. And yeah, YouTube needs thing German. I mean, it doesn't need German. I think people would still watch it, but it's I think it's more helpful in German. You can say more stupid things. But yeah, what was your impression? Should I do something like this again in the future, like a little bit of like PR reviewing, developing stuff? Other countries' exams too. Yes, I've been thinking about that. I have been thinking about that a little. Yeah, it's appreciated. It's just today's one of the days where don't have tons of other stuff to do, so I kind of cozy stream. I could try to solve your problems on stream. Yeah, you would like that. Bye, Daryl. See you next time. Yeah, I'll prepare stuff for the Matura. So what was it actually that I need to do? That one is probably change category and the general thing. Let's go back to this scene here for a while. Is this the scene where I added the chat? Maybe. I have no idea whether it works. Can someone write something in chat? Wow. Really hard to read, white on white. Thanks.